In this episode of the Accelerated Achievement Show, we're going to talk about deep work. We're going to talk about focus blocks. Because we all know that focus is a key part of being able to be more productive and getting more done and achieving your goals faster. But how do you incorporate that into your daily schedule? How do you work in a way where you're producing far greater results? How do you structure your day every day so you're producing the best results? So we're going to talk about deep and focused work. Welcome to episode 8 of the Accelerated Achievement Show. Very excited about this one. Very excited to talk to you about focus blocks. Focus blocks is something that I use on a daily basis, meaning it's how I essentially structure my working day. It's how I'm able to produce some of the things I'm able to produce during the day. It's a way of optimized work, meaning whether you're working in an office, whether you're working out of your own home, running your business, whether you're working out of your office, wherever you're working, from an airport, from Starbucks, wherever you're working, it's about not just sitting at a computer and opening some tabs and just getting to work on whatever comes to mind. It's about structuring your work in a focused way, because we know that focus is important. Now, let me give you some context. If you watch the movie The Social Network, the movie about Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, and if you don't know who that is, where have you been hiding this whole time? But in that movie, in The Social Network, there was actually a great clip, which I want to talk to you about here today. It was where they would walk in, and the early Facebook employees, they would be so-called wired, meaning they would have headphones on and they would be busy coding for long periods of time. They'd be busy coding without any distractions. They had headphones on, and when someone attempted to approach them, it was, no, they're wired. That was their term for it. Wired, meaning they were consciously putting themselves. Now, I'm not saying this is the reason for Facebook's success. There was far many more ingredients, but I'm suspecting that it's a huge part of what got them so much progress done when they had their early employees working in such a way. So how can you add this into your life? And what is a focus block? A focus block is, instead of next time, test this out for yourself. Instead of just sitting down at your computer and hoping that you're productive and hoping that you're focused, structure your focus. Consciously decide. Decide for yourself, okay, I'm going to focus on this, and then go and pursue it. So today you can test it out, or tomorrow test it out. Pick for 1 hour. You're working for 1 hour. During that 1 hour, pick one goal. Just one goal that you're focusing on. Let's say that for 6 months you've been wanting to format your book, but you haven't gotten to it. Or for 6 months you've been wanting to create that logo for that new product. For 6 months or for 12 months you've been delaying on this project. What can you do right now? So consciously pick. So pick a time. So let's say from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. you're going to work. And you want to get the most done, the most productivity and results out of that hour. How do you do that? Something I call hour-long focus blocks. Essentially, block out that time. During that time, you assign yourself one goal, one focus. Let's say during that hour, the only thing I'm going to do is format that book. Or the only thing I'm going to do is work on this new product for a customer. Or I'm going to do just this one thing. You pick one focus during that 1 hour, and then you start working, and you work in a focused way. Because right now, we live in the most distracted world we've ever lived in, and it's actually stopping us from being able to produce results. We have huge opportunity when it comes to technological advancement, communication with people on this incredible planet, but we need to be able to take charge of our focus. Because a lot of people just sit down at a desk, and they're just hoping that they're productive. They have 8 tabs open. They're switching between them every 12 seconds, between this cat video and this Facebook notification. And they're wondering why at the end of a 12-hour day, they haven't gotten much done. They didn't feel productive. Yes, they may have answered a few emails or done a little bit of this, but they don't feel like they've done what they could. They're seeking more productivity. So working in these hour-long focus blocks. So during that 1 hour, pick one thing that you want to work on, pick one thing to focus on, and you're doing just that one thing. No distractions, and you go into a wired zone. You get into a state of complete focus, meaning you block out distractions. The way to get focused is to block out distractions, and the way you do that is either put headphones on or let the people around you know that I'm going into this focus block. I'm getting immersed. I'm going to work on this one thing, no distractions. Meaning if someone just approaches you, or meaning you turn off Facebook, turn off your phone, and you get into focus for 1 hour. Then you step out of it. Then you go into another hour-long focus block, and you structure your day like this, where you're achieving things very rapidly because you're in states of focus. Because actually, studies now show that distraction, when you're multitasking between two things, and I'll talk about this in another episode, the multitasking myth and what it's actually doing for us. We think that multitasking is a skill. People proudly put it on their resume. I'm a great multitasker. But really, I'll talk about that in another episode. But in this episode, distraction is one of the biggest reasons that people in the short term aren't producing as much as they could, aren't getting as much work done, aren't achieving as much results in their business, and in the long run, pay the price for that. So, working in focus. As much as you can, we both know that focus is the key to productivity. Focus is the one key part of it. If you're focused on one thing, you're going to produce much better results at that. But it's about incorporating, and the method for that is these hour-long focus blocks. And I can do anywhere between 8 to 10 of these. And there was actually a great story of kids in college and universities that were using a stopwatch, like a kitchen timer, and timing themselves for that 1 hour because they couldn't just get themselves to work. But when they have the certain time schedule, they had that stopwatch on, you can test this out for yourself, they were able to get results and get work done and prepare for exams. So whatever you're working on, test this out. Hour-long focus blocks. It's revolutionized the way I work. I share with many of my coaching clients. Hour-long focus blocks. Get in for 1 hour or test whatever time works for you. During that time, put a timer on. Play some music, whatever it is. Ignore everything around you and get in a state of complete focus. Turn off Facebook, no social media, no phone, and focus for that 1 hour. And it will change how you work. And you're doing these blocks, and I can do any of these between 8, 10, 12 of these hour-long focus blocks in a day. But for you, I just want you to test one and keep consciously planning focus into your schedule. So, if you enjoyed this episode, the Accelerated Achievement Show, click like below this video and comment below with your biggest takeaway. How can you apply some of the stuff we learned, whether it's about the fact that distractions are everywhere now, whether it's the lesson about the focus blocks and the methodology, whether it's about the fact that focus is the key to productivity. Maybe you didn't know that, or you weren't aware of that before, and you were just sitting down at your computer and you had 8 tabs open, you were switching and multitasking. Maybe you're aware of that now. So what was your biggest takeaway from this episode, from episode 8 of the Accelerated Achievement Show? Comment below with your biggest takeaway. I look forward to adding more value to you in the future through the Accelerated Achievement Show. So comment below with your biggest takeaway. Subscribe if you want more content like this, more tools and strategies, and everything in between that can give you greater productivity, greater achievement, and accelerated achievement in your life, in your business, in your work, and in the way you live and you breathe your life and your thoughts and everything around you, how you function as a human being on this planet. So if you enjoyed this, comment below, like below, and subscribe for more episodes, and stay tuned for more episodes. Look forward to adding more value to you, more productivity tools that will help you accelerate your achievement. So use this. I hope to see you in the next episode of the Accelerated Achievement Show.
Achievement accelerated with the Accelerated Achievement Show.